Nothing else heard. KD0iKO. Clear.
What were you asking?
We heard you, KD0. This is KE6ALT. You're new to this. You're new to this repeater. Do you live in the area? Are you in Southern California?
Yes, I'm actually visiting Southern California. I actually live up in Kern County, Bakersfield. But I was licensed originally, hence my call, in Greeley, Colorado, 75 miles northeast of Denver. But I was there because I was in grad school at the time. I actually was born here and lived in Southwest Washington while growing up, and attended the University of Washington, and then had a reason to move to Colorado, and I got a degree in Denver, and so on and so forth. But yes, I'm actually here in California to answer your question.
Okay, copy. I'm kind of curious. This repeater kind of has a notorious reputation, but we all welcome, and you know the ham family is enormous. So good to hear you. Did you find this repeater in a repeater book? Why did you decide to key us up?
Can you come again with that a little bit slower? And I'm going to turn up the volume. And let's see if I can hear you. I'll explain in a moment why all of this.
Okay, Roger. I said this repeater has kind of a notorious reputation, but we're all ham people, and we all like talking to other ham people. Everybody has an interesting story to tell. But I was curious, why did you decide to key up this repeater? Did you find it in a repeater book?
Let me explain. I don't get into this very often, but I'm actually blind and partially deaf. Actually, without either set of the hearings that I have, we wouldn't be having this conversation unless it were one of the digital modes or something. But I've been blind all my life and lost my hearing 6 years ago. I'm a adaptive technology person. And that's what I like to help people learn. So that should explain why I talked about some of the strange, well, not strange, being educated in different places. My family, when I was a child, got one of my parents got a job in Washington State, so that's where I went to high school and then to college initially.
How the hell did you find out about this repeater?
Visiting family here for Thanksgiving week.
Yeah, but how did you get this frequency pair? Where did you find it? Repeater book?
Repeater book. Yes, repeater book is my friend.
But he can't see, so.
And this is John A. I don't mean to be. I think it's fantastic that a non-sighted person can use a damn radio. So when you operate the radio, do you just know it tactile enough, or does the radio talk to you like so many of the things that we operate, our devices today talk to us? How do you work your radios?
You're telling me this is a frequency that's not published?
Who programmed your radio? Who put the odd split in? Who put the PL in? I guess there's no requirement right now for PL. Who programs your radio? And where did you get the resources from?
It's, yes, this is a normal ham repeater, open, and it's in books. So welcome aboard.
So where'd you get your resources from, station? And what's your handle?
Okay, so let's see if I'm understanding you. This frequency was briefly published, but it's currently not published. I know that some repeaters down here are considered closed, not open, meaning they're closed and run by a particular club.
Do you know Buzz?
Yeah, I live in, there aren't any closed repeaters, and certainly there aren't any closed repeaters where it was licensed in Colorado. Nor do I know of any in Washington State. KD0iKO.
Roger and John ALT. This repeater's very open, very wide open. We appreciate different views, different hams, different worlds. We even talk to Martians. I'm joking. Well, welcome aboard. And I'm asking, how do you operate your radio? Do you just tactile know it well enough? Because you said that you've been blind since birth. So, or does your radio talk to you? Do you have a device that as you move through the knobs, it tells you what the values are?
And what is your name?
Now I think I understand what you're asking. Yes, there is a chip in this radio. It's BS3 is Yace's implementation of speech that allows me to know what frequency I'm on. Yes, I have a key that I can press that will tell me that. On my HF rig, I have a chip installed in it that's called the VGS1 because my HF rig is a Kenwood PS590. And this is an FTM 300DR. It's a mobile radio. I do have one handheld that has what's called an annunciator.
Not good at answering questions.
Speech, but they no longer make it.
Do you know Buzz?
I don't think the guy knows his name.
His name is Alan. You from North Dakota, Alan? I see your call is from North Dakota, Fargo.
Is this a neckball, brother? Coming across as.
This is a new amateur operator, Ed. Alan.
I was thinking more of
Does he realize what repeater he's on? I mean, he's going to be eaten alive.
Alan, this is KD6UVD. They call this the bad boy, bad girl ham repeater. Wear your helmet. People will try to attack you. They think it's fun. It's a show. So just laugh along with them.
But the guy can't even answer simple questions. Like, what's your name?
Darren, the gentleman said that he was very, very hard of hearing. So there might be a problem. But yes, we'd love to know your name. This is John, the gentleman that just talked to you. His name is Dribble. Over.
Are you I don't think this place is going to work out for him. And you know it.
Are you a bad girl? Are you a bad girl, Sue? Maybe you could steer this person to Papa or something. They might fit in better.
Clara 522, look it up. And he couldn't even tell us how he found the pair. At any rate, KC6UVP.
They're chipped. They used to be very large devices.
Jimmy and this guy need to have a conversation. Knock it off, Bug-Eye.
Pray for Jimmy. Pray for Jimmy.
You're supposed to put on your best manners when there's Snoobies or when you're in the company. When in Rome, do as the Romans.
Are you a girl, too?
Both stations just... Now, I have a question for you. What is that tone? I'm assuming that that is an emergency tone. I'm assuming that this is technically not a normal used amateur repeater.
You are correct.
That tone you heard is called a Bug-Eye. Very technically. Number 3 touchdown.
The tone was there. This is ALT. The tone was there because on this repeater, it's damn near almost mandatory that one duplexes. Like right now, if I see, listen.
Are you a bad
thing? We all have 2 radios. We talk on another, and that way we know if we're being jammed or not. And we understand that most repeaters, you just have to have one radio.
All right, let me just say something here. I think this is James's doing. This is one of his relatives. It sounds fucked up like James. Oh, stop. Are you a bad girl?
Don't blame me.
Are you a bad girl, Sue?
I think this is James' other brother.
You a bad. Yeah, you're right, Roy. I mean, the voice is kind of similar, and the cadence, it sounds fucked up. James, you got to keep your fucking relatives off the radio. You a bad girl, Sue.
I'm not doing it.
Probably friends of W6OFF.
This person ID'd yesterday. They're visiting relatives. They popped in yesterday.
KD0iKO. It also might help if I clarify one thing. I'm actually using a mobile. I do have handhelds, but I decided to bring the mobile with me mostly because this is the radio that has the speech chip in it. Granted, it is 50 watts, but the speech is the main reason why I brought it along.
RKO, tune to 445.040. You could duplex on your second channel on that 300. That way you could hear if you're making it.
Nah, that's not...
He's having just hearing this frequency.
A 50-watt mobile. Don't jam me. I got 5 watts. Come on. 50-watt radio is great. It's happening.
Guy's full of shit.
I looked up his call. It started. He got a call in 2012. He's been a ham for a while.
James, somehow you got the wrong call. The person said that they've been doing radio forever. I mean, long time ago. Maybe back to 73 or something.
KD0, Romeo, Kilo, Oscar. That's the call, he said.
Let's ask...
Bootlegger.
Yeah, right, bootlegger. I don't think so.
Guy's full of shit.
Go ahead, hi OM, RKO. trying to blame me. It's not my fault strangers come out of the woodwork rodeo.
Fuck you, James. You're fucking up to no good. Yeah, well, you know, you get, you know, these retard people like your brother out here. I mean, you know, of course people are going to question your relatives getting on the radio.
Chris, you're supposed to be on your best behavior for the new people.
This is 450. If you want to rattle Jaw and, you know, hi OM, take it to Clara or Christina Horseshoes, Magic Mountain Repeater. This is Renegade Radio. You know, you got to be quick, like USA says.
Breakfast. Ed Gordon.
KI6 TCS. Remain dry. Have some horse dong for Thanksgiving, Ed.
Ed Gordon KD0iKO is expired as of May.
Yeah. Bootlegger. QRM. Done. Renew your license and then come out later. Kitty 6 RPJ.
That's not the person's call sign. I can't exactly say it now, but maybe they'll come back and slowly, so us that are bad hearers, say your call sign again, would you please, visiting station?
Full of shit.
He just said it 5 minutes ago.
No, I forgot it.
Yeah, John, I heard it. I'm pretty sure it's KD0 Romeo Kilo Oscar, and it's expired, and the person sounds very suspect. They're not answering questions. They're talking in weird names, blind, and they can't hear.
Shut up, cocksucker.
Okay, well, I it up, so I'm going to back out. KE6ALT, over.
I hope you have.
Notice how.
Hope you and Sue have a good Thanksgiving.
Thank you. And to you operators, Dribble has been bothering me about this, and Sue says, John, go ahead and tell him. So put your headphones off. I'm lame. I'm Tango. I'm Otto and Tango.
That was probably great for that deaf person.
Settle down, ALT. Settle down.
That's a good way to get punched right in the hootin'.
So, James, who's this relative you have over using your equipment with a bogus call sign?
Oh, it's not mine. I thought it was one of your friends.
James full of shit.
I'm going with Ed on this one because notice how he got on right at the same time James gets off work.
Well, John said you talked to this person yesterday. What's your explanation for that one?
Oops.
Jumping in on the old bandwagon, huh, Roy?
Shut up, cocksucker.
Chris, the only one who sucks cock out here is you while you're in jail, all right? So calm down.
Wow.
For an extra soup or a bag of chips. Shebangs. Shebangs. Nothing like some prison shebangs.
James, you seem to know a lot about this.
How many soups you do a handy for, USA? How many soups for a blowy?
I believe you're supposed to say, I want to get me some skull.
Only difference with me and Briegel is you can't call Brett and tell Brett to turn me off. That's the only difference.
I wasn't aware Brett turned you on.
He used to, but not anymore.
Well, we're getting older. for Jimmy Hooten. I need me some Hooten.
If I really wanted to, cocksucker, all I gotta do is unplug the fucking internet, and then you go bye-bye.
What does the internet have to do with me? I don't go through the internet.
No, you're planning on it when you're going to Clovis.
I was thinking about it.
Well, you better start thinking of something else.
Aw, please.
Crap.
You're gonna unplug it and ruin everyone else's good time? It'd be much easier just to wham at it, Brett, and then you don't have to ruin it for everyone else.
So you're ruining it. Fuck you, Joe. James is going to have 4.5 days to ruin it for everybody. Here we go. But I don't get it, James. How do you figure ruin it for everybody else when he's the one providing the service for everybody?
If he unplugs the internet, no one on the remote can talk. That ruins it for all those people.
But he's still providing the service for all of us RF people, so how is it ruining the repeater? I don't get it.
I didn't say it was ruining the repeater. I said it ruins it for everyone else. I meant everyone else on the remote, Darren.
But you didn't say that.
Darren, I'm not gonna...
Didn't say that. And I'm not going to assume for you.
Darren, I'm not gonna... You're a big boy. You'll figure it out.
Yeah, but that's the issue. I don't think you're going to figure it out.
I said you're not listening again. I said
I don't think you're going to be able to figure it out in a lifetime.
Listen. Kids in the background. You got about 2 minutes till I flip the... 2 minutes. Have your fun now. And if you listen real carefully, you'll hear the... That'll be the preamp.
I think, as a companion to Trivia Night, we should start a Never Have I Ever night with Jimmy Hooten.
I guess I have to shut the repeater off every time James comes home from work to protect my equipment from getting any more damaged. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I'm sorry too, guys.
See, once again, James is ruining it for everybody. Well, he insists on destroying my equipment from 2 blocks down the street with a 7-element beam and a kilowatt, so I just can't afford it anymore, so he insists on blowing up my equipment, so gotta turn it off.
Yeah, Chris is running out of money, guys, so send him some money. He'll need it.